Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Tammy's Takes, where I give you my take on a particular topic. But before we jump into the topic, please subscribe to the channel. Also like, comment, share, so that we can have a dialogue together and build a community as we navigate this world together. So let's get into the topic. So this topic, you guys, is friendship. Specifically, friendship in your older years or as an adult. So, what made me start to think about this, like I said in my other videos, I am a woman of a particular age. I'm in my 40s. I'm 42 years old. Now, the friends that I have a solid friendship group. I've had these friends the majority of my adult life. We either met in college or in our 20s, or some of the people in my friend group I knew in my younger years, and we just transitioned from being friends as children, teens, to now adults. But I want to talk about this because apparently it is hard to make friends in your adult life as well as keep friends in your adult life. And it got me to thinking, like, Tammy, are you a good friend? Are you keeping in contact with your homies? Now, I would say that I have always been the type of person that could make friends easily. And I'm quotating friends because not everybody is in the friend category. You have people that you know, you have acquaintances, you have coworkers, you have people you cool with occasionally, and then you have your actual core friend groups. So my core friend group consists of, and I'm not gonna give them names, but I will tell you my relationship with them. My eldest friend, who I've been knowing since we were babies, my cousin, who is like my little sister, my best friend, who I met in college, her twin sister, who I also met in college, my other friend, who I met in my second college program, and then my other friend, who I met through my best friend. So those are my six core, I would say, homegirls. Everyone else, if you see this video and you weren't a part of the six, I still love you. You are still, someone that is important to me in a way. But those are the women that I would say, if I had to categorize like my friend circle, my friend group, it would be those six individuals. Hager Hayes. We have been friends, like I stated at the top of the video. We have been friends for more than 20 years, all of us. In our group has had some changes throughout the years, but those six women, we've stuck together. We true blue like glue. Living single just popped in my head. Now, I will say that we have seen each other through different phases of our life. The friend that I've had since I was a baby has seen me through childhood, preteen, teen, 20, 30s, 40s. She has seen me through it all. Me and her have had an up and down relationship. And when I mean up and down, not that we've had big arguments where we weren't talking, or a lot of discord where we said we weren't going to be friends. We never had that. We had, I think in our 30 plus years of friendship, we had one big blow up where we didn't talk for about 3 months, and 3 or 4 months, and then we got over it. I can't even remember why we wasn't talking. If she see this video, she'll let me know though, because she probably remembers. I don't. I just remember. No, I do remember. And we shouldn't have stopped talking because of that. That was a real stupid reason to not be talking to each other. But we live and we learn. My best friend, who I met when I was 20, in college, we've I mean she seen me through all of my adult phases. We've never really had a falling out. Have we had disagreements? Yes. Have we had moments where we didn't see eye to eye? But I can't ever see us not being in each other's lives. Um, my other friend, the same thing. I met her at the same time I met her sister. Um, we have gotten closer as we have gotten closer as we have aged, and love her to pieces. She may say that I only am her friend because of her sister, but I actually see value in her friendship as well because she has done things for me, and we've had deep conversations about life in general, and she's seen me through a lot too. And then the mutual friend, the friend that I met through my best friend, she's like a sister from another mist. Every time I see her, it's nothing but smiles and laughter. Like we've seen each other through some certain phases as well. And then, of course, with my cousin has been there from day one. You know, she's my cousin, and we are 2 years and 3 days apart. I am 2 years older than her, but her birthday is 3 days before mine. And because she is my actual cousin, she has also seen me through almost every phase. But as we are getting older, I will say this: it is harder to connect. And when I mean connect, I don't mean emotionally, I mean physically. Because in my friend group, like I don't have the drama, the backbiting. I'm your friend and me. I'm only around you just to see your downfall. I don't have that type of dynamic with my friends. Each and every one of these women, I want to see succeed in life. I want them to have all the desires of their heart. I want, if we could all be Oprah and Gail, mainly if we could all be Oprah, great. Because we don't need a Gail. I want us to all be billionaires. But if one of us becomes Oprah, we will all be a Gail. We wouldn't mind playing that role. So I feel like we don't have that type of dynamic where we're dramatic and we are frenemies. I don't even get that term. Like you either like me or you don't. We either friends or we enemies. Why you hanging around me just so that you can hate on me? That's crazy. Especially in our grown age of 40s. You ain't gotta. You can not like me and just don't be around me. I would prefer that. Prefer to just be over there in the not like me section. You ain't gotta hang out with me to not like me. You can not like me and be on your merry way. I don't get girls, women, men who have friends in their circle that are haters. I digress. Getting back to connection. In our older years, it's a little bit more difficult to physically get together because we all are so busy. We have work, we got bills, some of us got kids, some of us got husbands, some of us is still trying to find our husbands, some of us is traveling and jet setting, others are buying homes, and we just got a lot going on. The main corporate is we all working like a Hebrew slave. Like that's the main corporate. Some of the time we can't schedule dinners because okay, when you get off of work, when you get off of work, no, you working when? Okay, wait a minute, you work on Saturdays. Wait, you got called in on Sunday. When can we meet, girl? I can't meet you until next year on a Tuesday, and put a question mark behind it because I don't even know. I don't even know if that's gonna even be possible. So that's what I'm noticing in my 40s. Like friendships are still emotionally strong. Like when we get together, you would have thought we saw each other all week. Cause emotionally, you gonna always be right here on the cut, right here, just a pump. You one of the ventricles. All of my friends, I got my daddy, I got my husband, but my friends are right there in the aorta, the supravena cave, but they right there in the heart. Okay. And you know, I know me personally, I went from girl come over, let's see each other every weekend, let's go on a trip, to girl, I'm tired, I don't, what you want to do? I'll just come over to your house because, I have a husband, he likes his space, and I just come and see you, and we can sit and have chips and dip. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to spend no money that because I just paid all of my bills the first of the month, and I feel like even though I make a good living, I'm broke. Girl, can we just do a Zoom meeting and catch up? And here's the caveat. Every time I see my friends in person, I'm like, oh, I missed this. I want to see it again. I want to do it again. And then I think about it. I'm like, okay, so when we going to do it again? How we going to do it? What you got going on? Okay, you said you was doing where your husband taking you when? Oh, you got the grandbabies? Oh, wait a minute. Your child said what? Oh, your daddy is sick. You got to be at the hospital. Oh, your mama says she got to have you do something. Wait a minute. Now, your grandmama where? So every time we tend to try to get together, something goes down because we are in our 40s. Our parents are older. We got responsibilities. And I was like, was 20 not responsible? Like, we were responsible 20-year-olds. So how is it that we saw each other every weekend? And I worked on Saturdays, you guys. I worked almost 7 days a week in my 20s because I was doing the traveling nursing. And I still, every weekend. It's because we so busy. And then our minds are so spent. Like sometimes I'm literally like, oh, I want to talk to you. I want to have a full-fledged conversation, but my mind is shot to shingles. So I don't know what conversation you want to have because I'm sleepy. And then listen, my friends will talk about me. My friends are, most of them, no, it's only two that's night owl. But if you a night owl, and I like to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe 10. To be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not a night owl or early bird. I'm an afternoon pigeon. If I could wake up every day around noon and still go to sleep at 11, I would do it. I would. But I can't because I got bills and a job. And, I want my husband and I to spend time together. And then I got my father I got to take care. Adulting is ghetto. And because adulting is ghetto, friendships suffer. That's what happens. And I remember Wendy Williams saying, "Now I don't take this mindset because this is crazy." Wendy Williams said on her show, the reason older friendships don't last is because you are supposed to prioritize your spouse. Now look what happened to Wendy. She prioritized the man, and now she over there fighting for her life and her money. I don't think you should forget your friends if you do have a spouse. There is a shift that happens. Your spouse does become your priority, but I think the shift that does happen is how do you go from that type of connection with your friends where you are able to see them as you want to. You are able to just get up and go. You don't have any other responsibilities or concerns, or you don't have anything else to prioritize. Now, when it comes to making new friends as you age, y'all gotta tell me how that goes, because like I said, I didn't have my friends since I was 19, 20. Every new person that came along, like, there's been new people. I don't know. Has there been new people? No, I'm lying. I, I don't make new friends. I can make new friends. So I'm not like I said, I'm not one of those people that have a hard time making friends. I am one of those people. I go to a room, I'm gonna make my presence known. Hello, But I'm also not in the market for new friends. I don't want to have to get to know anybody else's quirks and isms and what makes you upset, what's your favorite color, when your birthday, how you like to celebrate your birthday. I don't want to do it. I got 5 other people that I got to do that for. Now, luckily for me, 3 I don't have to worry. Wait, 4 I don't have to worry about. 4 of them, their birthdays is in June and July, right back to back to back from each other. So I can for their birthdays. Then it's August, and then my cousin, she 3 days before me, so I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to work that hard to remember like birthdays. Luckily, we like to spend them with each other, so I don't gotta be like, okay, how you want to spend your birthday? How you want to spend your birthday? It's Cancer season. We gonna all do something for the Cancers. It's Scorpio season. We gonna do something for the Scorpio. It's Leo season. Girl, happy birthday. Yeah. I don't want to have to learn a new sign and a new way to celebrate. Okay, I don't want to have to be like, oh, I know I already got, she moody, she don't feel well, she having a hard time with the grandbabies, she been working 7 shifts, I know my friend's personality already. To add a new person would be difficult for me in my 42 years, because then I'm gonna be like, girl, and then you got to get to know me. And even though I'm kind and I'm a good friend, friends chime in, I think I'm a good friend. And, I'm fun to be around. You'll have a time. I'm also sometimes not tactful. And my friends might say I'm judgmental. Not on purpose. No, you lying again. You judgmental on purpose, Tammy. Okay. So I might not want to make new friends because I don't want to have to go through that whole explaining myself thing. My friends know that my judgments are with love. You see what I'm saying? When I say something just off the fly, they know Tammy don't mean that like that. It hurt a little bit. It stung, but we know she didn't mean it like it came out, and we can have a conversation, and then we can go ahead and finish eating and laugh. I don't want to have to explain myself to nobody new. I don't want to have to do that. My girlfriends already got the memo. I already have their memo. So I think that's probably why it's hard to make new friends after a certain age, because you are who you are, and you don't want to have to explain that to nobody else. That's my reason. Maybe y'all have different reasons why it's maybe difficult to make new friends. And then maybe you guys have some tips to keep your old friends. How do you stay connected to the people that that are already in your life? What do you do? Do you plan things ahead? Because I'm a spontaneous girl. I'm a fly by night type of girl. I'm Vivian from Pretty Woman. If you don't know the reference, then you weren't born in the right decade. But, fly by night type of gal. You call me and say, hey, what you doing right now? If I'm not doing nothing, we can go do something. And that's probably the problem. The problem is I don't plan. And I need to be a better planner when it comes to connecting with my friends. Because I love my friends. They are my sisters. They are, I have a real sister that is also my friend. But I didn't put her on the list because she is my sister. And she is a whole nother level of friendship. So Faithy, you not on the 6, but you on your own top tier if she watched this video. But and I know my friends know that I love them, and I know they know that I care about them, and I know they probably have felt the shift in our relationships because we've talked about it. And that's the type of friends you should have, where you can talk about some of the uncomfortable shifts that happen, the conversations that occur, why they occur, and that you have friends that accept the adjustments and ride with you no matter what. Now, my friends my friends probably will ride with me no matter what. I was about to say if I commit a crime, they wouldn't ride with me, but they probably wouldn't go to jail for me. But they will at least get the bond ready. I don't plan on committing nothing else, so I'm a law-abiding citizen. So are my friends. We out here trying to just go to work, get something to eat, do a little brunch, maybe go on a vacay, go with our, some of us are going to go with our spouses to do things while others are fabulous and in their singleness and doing the things that single women do and being beautiful while doing it. The one thing I will say about having friends that have seen you through each phase of your adulthood is how if they're good friends, how they continuously give you support and you feel like you always have a hype team no matter what. I will say that is the beauty of having friends from your 20s to your 40s. They have hyped me up through every situation, even if they didn't always agree with some of my choices, even if they were like, I couldn't do that, but she's doing it. I love that about my friend group, that they can see the beauty in my life even when it doesn't look like I thought it was gonna look like, or how they thought it was gonna look like, or even when they are um, not always in agreement with every choice that I make. They never ever make me feel like they wouldn't support me or back me or make me feel unloved from that particular in that particular way. And I think that is the importance of friendship, because romantic love is great. If you have someone that romantically loves you and they are there for you and they are also your friend, because I will not say that my husband is not my friend. He is very much a friend of mine, but I put him in another category as well when it comes to making friendships in your adulthood, because I wasn't intending for him to be my friend. I wanted to love that man. And I do. I love that man. But when it comes to the friends that I do have, connecting with them does give me, even if I only did it a couple of times a year, I do know that the energy I feel from them is different than the love and energy I get from being around my blood family, the love and energy I get from my husband. They rejuvenate me in a different way. And so I am grateful and thankful that I still have those friends and that we still put forth the effort to connect, even if it's not as prevalent as it was when we were younger. And I hope as we continue to age and as we continue to live long and prosperous and fruitful lives, we can still get together and make each other laugh till we cry. I don't mind being the Rose Nyland of the group. Um, and I don't mind that we all play our roles very well. And the way our dynamic is, it is a beautiful one. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love those girls with all my heart and soul, and I hope that when or if they see this video, they really understand that each and every last one of them, no matter how I met them or when I met them, I cannot imagine my life without them. And I remember the scene in Sex in the City where Carrie said, I was thinking, what if I never met you? What would my life be like? And for those women, and you guys know who you are, I'm glad that God has blessed me to meet you when I did. I'm glad that we are still in each other's lives, even if it's not as intense or as prevalent as it was prior. I hope that we continue to support each other, love each other, lift each other up, laugh with each other, laugh at each other, be there for the good, the bad, and the ugly, because you guys do really make me a better woman, not only for my other relationships, but just in general. And I think when you think of true friendship, like true and honest friendship, it can stand the test of time. It may take some adjustment, it may take some figuring things out, it may even take some tears, some arguments, but at the same time, it's all love and it's all communal. And we are strong together, even though we are good as individuals. I know that my friend group, we are strong together. I often said if they did a reality show about us, we would be entertaining, but we probably would be boring because we don't have in house drama. We would probably be laughing at other people's drama. So, yes, you guys, leave your comments and share this video. Tell me what you guys feel about friendships as you guys get older. Do you find yourself sticking with the same group of people? Do you make new friends? Do you find that as you age, you have to change your community? And men, you guys chime in too, because I know for men, friendships look a little different. Women tend to always kind of want to be around their girlfriends. That's why we have girl trips and, you know, we have to have brunch and dinners. But as men get older, I notice that they commune a little bit less and they're a little bit content with it. Would you guys say that that's true? If you are a guy, you comment. How do you navigate friendships as you're getting older? Do you need to see your friends often? Do you guys plan like boys trips and brunch dates and things like that, like women do? Like women do? Are you okay with being like, I only see my friend, twice a year, but when we see each other it's all love, but I don't have to see my friends? Because girls, we be like, I have to see my girlfriend. So yes, man, y'all comment too. What are y'all friendships like as you guys age, you get older, and do you guys have hard times making friends when you are getting older? I would love to hear a male's perspective on this. Once again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, please share, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.